Hi, everybody. Yo soy Eriquita La Bonita, also known as E, and I'm here representing Brooklyn Basement Podcast, who's also in association with Black Chip Kin for their tour drive here. So I have one of Brooklyn's finest barbers in the house, well, in the library. So I want to give a big shout out to Sweet. So, how do you feel today about coming here and just, being a great service and giving, the kids their haircuts and just interacting with them and watching them glow because they're getting all these beautiful gifts?
That's actually the main part, watching them glow. I like seeing like honestly, like being a barber, it's more than just just cutting the hair and all of that. So it makes it way more cool when you can connect with the customers. And kids are amazing. So yeah, the things that kids be talking about when I cut their hair is just great. So I love cutting kids. That's one thing. Kids are amazing. And just having conversations. Like I started talking to each and every one of them while I was cutting their hair. I didn't just blat out, just cut their hair and got them out. No, I was talking to them. I was asking them questions like, "What do you guys want for Christmas?" Like like what do you guys want to do? And just the things that they say. It's just kids are amazing. The things that they come up with to say, their minds is just like, okay. Let me give you an example. When you come across an adult, right? Immediately you say to yourself, what's this person about? Like, is this person funny or is this person good? But a kid, you can't do that. A kid is just they just lay everything out for you on the cards right there. Everything's out for you, so you could just answer them and be honest with them. That's why I love talking to kids when I cut their hair.
So, what was one of the most interesting things that a kid said to you today?
Today, um, wow, like I cut a few kids and they all were talking about different things. They were mainly talking about their gifts, and they was asking me where do I work. Yeah, they was asking me if I have kids. They was asking all kinds of questions. That's why I said I love talking to kids because they don't have any limit. So they'll just talk to you. They'll ask you anything. They'll talk to you about anything, and that's the greatest thing. But for the most part, today, no kids really asked me anything crazy. But what I did like is the fact that the way they were so excited for their gifts. That's what I like. Because you got to remember, there are a lot of kids out here that's not getting anything, and they don't even have their families. So to see all these kids today, and it was just so hyped, so much energy, it was good. It was very good. I like it. And last weekend I came here, but when I came here, it was just for wrapping the gifts. But today it was good. I like today.
A minute. How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this for about 18 years. Yeah, I've been cutting hair for a long time. Yeah, I've been cutting hair for a long time.
Wow. I'm 25 in spirit, so Wow. So will you be working with Black Chip Kin again in the near future once they have like another toy drive? Because I think they're doing this out.
Yes, of course. I like it. Like I said, to be honest, I just like helping. I like helping, period. So even if it was on some, not even kids, like giving back to the homeless, stuff like that. Like I like doing things like that. I like putting smiles on people's face. That's a good thing. Like a lot of people think that barbers, that's all we do is just cut hair. No, it's different, especially when you connect with your customers. Because at the same time, I know a lot of people don't probably talk about it, but the people that you talk about, I'm pretty sure you're close to. The people that does your hair, you're pretty close to them.
I'm pretty close to my hairdresser.
How long you know her?
Whew, I want to say like over 10 years.
See what I mean? So it's like you grow a relationship with the people, and then the person knows you, and then at the same time, you giving your like problems or just things that you go through talking to the hairdresser or barber, they that helps them as well. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I'm gonna be honest. I have a lot of customers that when I'm going through something and I speak to them, it brightens up my day.
That's very true. I feel like that. When I speak to my hairdresser, I'm like, girl, let me see what's going on. Yeah.
And that's another reason why I love cutting kids. Kids are amazing. Like people laugh at me at my job because of the questions that I ask the kids. Because the kids, they just come out and they just be asking anything. They'll be talking about anything, and you just have to play with it. You have to like don't ignore them. Don't like some kids out there. They do certain things and they talk about certain things, and I see certain adults not really paying attention to them. Like make sure you uplift that child about that specific thing, because some of them like they'll have a passion from the time they're young, and if nobody's paying attention to it, it could just go away. It could just go away. So that's why I love talking to kids. Like kids, they just brighten up my day. Straight up, they brighten up my day. I'm gonna be honest.
So before we wrap up, I just want to ask you a quick question. Do you have any words for like the youth? out there? Like, I know you deal with a lot of kids, especially like people of color, black and brown and BIPOC communities. Do you have any words of encouragement for them?
To be honest, one thing that I noticed that a lot of people, a lot of children don't have is guidance. That's why there's people out there that your advice could go a long way. You can just tell them, "Hey, what's up? How's your day going? Um, what do you want to eat? What do you feel like?" Like I've done that for people that like young kids that I've seen pass by my job that look like they're up to not gonna say they're up to no good, but they just look like there's nothing going on. And be like, "Hey, what's up? What are you doing? Like, what's your parents? Like, what's going on? You hungry? You have something to eat? Do you need a haircut? Like, what's going on? Like, why you just hanging out over there?" People don't pay attention to the kids. There's so many kids out here that people don't pay attention to, and I see it with my own eyes. And I have two kids of my own, so it just makes me try to look at everything like, oh man, like we really have to stay on top of them. Even if you're like not there, like on top of them, make sure you have a connection with them where they know they can call you and talk to you whenever. Because I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of children out there that don't have their families, and I've watched them grow up, and I see when they pay attention to the streets more than their friends and their family. Yeah, and a lot of these kids, people don't pay attention. A lot of these kids that do that, they're only doing it because of the fact that they want attention or they want some kind of security. People don't understand it. Like I grew up without my father, so I really understand how it is to grow up and want a big brother figure. And when you don't have that feeling, you're forced to learn it yourself, like by trial and tribulations. So that would be my biggest advice. Like people, like the younger generation, like, and it's sad because when they go into the streets and they're looking for advice or just some kind of comfort or some kind of big brother feel, they don't care where they get it from, as long as they get it. As long as they get it. So that's why it's important for the people that do know the right things to help certain kids to get in there before they get too far with other, you understand that. So my main advice is look for someone that really cares about you, that talks to you, that tells you what to do, that tries to help you. Pay attention to those people because those are the people that when you grow up you're gonna really thank those people because they changed you. They changed you.
You hear that, everybody? So you gotta pay attention to the kids. Pay attention to the youths, all right? And positive affirmations all the way. Thank you so much for like being here and just giving us like yourself and your service and your generosity. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Oh, you got
No,
some?
I'm good.
And by the way,
Just
Sweet
walking.
is Lou's
It's my
barber.
brother. You know what I mean? I just be walking by to talk about you. You know how I give it up. Yeah, yeah, yeah.